we are all set. First of all, welcome to the Masters Toronto post-match press conference. Today we are joined by Team Heretics. Thank you for being here. Well, we are going to start with the press conference. Remember, members of the media, slate your name and also the team member that the question is going to be raised. We are going to start with some questions from the media online. Please raise your hand. We have one question for Rasur.
Hello there. This is a question from the VALORANT competitive Reddit community. To Benji Fishy, what is it about VALORANT competitive's ecosystem that made you think this is what I want to do? And what caused at the time was a shocking switch from Fortnite?
I think when I always dreamed of being a pro gamer, I dreamed of playing something like really competitive. You know, when I was younger, I loved watching League. And I think when I was pro on Fortnite, there wasn't the same sort of like competitiveness that I liked. And I just really liked the idea of, you know, being a pro in a game where everything's about competitive and being the best. And obviously Fortnite has that, but it's not the same like sort of system. So yeah, I mean, when VALORANT came out, I loved watching the early tournaments. And I mean, I was a big like CS fan. I loved Overwatch and VALORANT's kind of those two games combined. So yeah, I think that's kind of what drew me to VALORANT in the end.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Chitaku. Chitaku, can you hear me?
Hello. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So Team Heretics, I'm sorry for the last. And my question is for Narciso. So my question is, what do you feel was lacking in order to adapt to PRX style play?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Sorry. What do you feel was lacking in order to adapt to PRX style of play?
Oh, I think this time, obviously, we played them last year in Madrid. I think they were a very different team back then to what they are now. They play with a lot more structure now. I think we just struggled to get in the game. Like we played pretty poorly ourselves, but they also played very well. They have a very explosive team, very strong firepower, and we just couldn't deal with it, to be honest. I think they had a good game plan coming into it. Ours wasn't the best, clearly, and yeah, they played way better than us. They deserve to win today.
Okay, thank you so much, and good luck in the next match.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Pedro.
Yes, hello guys. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Well, first off, commiserations on today's match. Obviously tough way to go down. Hopefully you guys can bounce back in the next opportunity. I'm gonna send this one out to Boo. Mostly talking about what happened in map 1 in Pro, and then maybe also like connecting that with the rest of the series. I want to ask you just sort of like how did you view the team's performance, and losing 13-1, obviously not the kind of performance anyone would want to absorb, but still, like, what do you think was the biggest issues that affected the team, and how did that kind of trickle forward into the rest of the series?
I mean, yeah, we started really slow, and I think like the biggest thing was that the aim fights that we had were not even real aim fights. We were like always in wrong positions, on the wrong side of utility. We were not brave enough. We were not coordinated enough. Our fundamentals were bad. So basically, all the fights that happened, they just won most of them quite easily. And when you play like that, there is just no chance you win. Like they're getting 2-3 kills per round. Like it's impossible to win. So yeah, for sure, like our performance was not even close to our level. Yeah.
Oh, thanks so much. Next question is from Adrian.
Yeah, hi guys. Sorry for the loss. I have a question for Nizino. So obviously you mentioned that you had a worse game plan coming in and that PRX was shooting better than you guys. I was sort of wondering about the prep time. Obviously, you guys have had much less time since EMEA ended weeks after Pacific. I was wondering whether that factored into the game plan at all.
Yeah, probably to be honest. I think it's quite well known that you don't have as much time to prepare, right? We had a couple of scrims on Peril, one actually, I think. It's not an excuse though, like Boo said, fundamentally we just were completely out of it. So prep time sure does it affect it, but like prep time shouldn't affect our fundamentals as a team. It shouldn't affect our communication. Yes, sure, we've had a lot of media and stuff the last couple of days, but PRX are also in the exact same situation. Yes, maybe they've had a bit more time to prepare at home, but you know, the 3 or 4 days leading up to the game, PRX have the same situation as us. So it's not an excuse, to be honest. I think we, like Boo said, we just played really bad as a team. They played way better than us. Game plan obviously could have been better. That's something that I'll take on board. Myself and Weber will take the blame for 100%. But in terms of like fundamentals, I don't think the prep time affects that at all. So it's I don't even factor it in. Like I said, we just did not play good enough to win at this level of an event.
Thanks, and hope you guys bounce back.
Thank you.
Okay, next question is from Shobi.
Yes, hello, Zobi Freelance Esports commentator. My question can go to anybody on the table. I know we heard it in the comms. You guys are obviously going to reflect on the mistakes, but you're focused more on the future and moving forward. So I just wanted to ask, out of the teams that you think are going to be moving forward into the O1 group with you, who do you want to go up against and why?
I don't know who's going to go into the O1 group, but I would prefer not to play against Team Liquid just because I don't want one of the European teams going out Insta. So for me, any team apart from Liquid, for me, to be honest. I think actually, I'll say I want to play against a Chinese team because last time we played against a Chinese team was Champs against EDG, and I just enjoy playing against Chinese teams. So yeah.
Yeah, I would say Chinese teams as well. It's fun.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next question is from Jorge.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. For Nilsinho, what is the lesson learned from this game? Will there be major change for the next game?
The biggest lesson is if we play like we did today, we are going to be going home very, very early, and that's not what any of us want. It's not what I want. It's not what the boys want. It's a big kick up the ass if we didn't have one already against Fnatic in the grand finals of EMEA. This is another kick up the ass. In terms of major changes, I think we have 24 hours until the next game like we have tomorrow, and then that's it. So the biggest change that we need to make is our fundamentals and our the way that we play as a team. And obviously myself and Weber will change as much as we can macro-wise to make sure we're more prepared.
Thank you.
Okay, we are going to take the last question online. The media on site, please go to the mics. We are going to start with the question here on the room. Last question for Shobi.
Yes, my question can either go to Boo or Nilsinho. PRX had played that Pearl composition only once in a recent non-VCT event. We kind of talked about how you guys might have had less prep time. So I was just curious, how prepared were you for it and what made it so hard to play against once you actually were in the server?
Which one? First or second?
On Pearl.
Pearl.
I can take it if you want. Are you good?
Yeah, I can take it.
Yeah, I think when I was looking at their games, I think something I told the boys before is they've got 5 different Pearl comps on their last 5 games. So yeah, like you said, it was it's really hard to predict. A team like PRX, they can change it up a lot, and we had to focus on ourselves more than them. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it, you know. And like Boo said earlier, the hardest thing, like sure, you can't get a full read on them because you don't know what comp they're going to play. And then also when that's the case, we need to be incredible on our own game, and we just weren't. So that, like Boo said, I just think we didn't have clean aim fights. We weren't in the position to take good fights. We weren't coordinated enough. Yeah, I think we just got caught off a lot, unfortunately. And it was it's really hard to come back when you're getting kind of snowballed like that, you know? You start getting the ults going, and it's very, very difficult. There was some chances. There was a couple of 3v2s, 2v2s. If it goes the other way, we've got a chance of getting back into the game. But yeah, when you lose those, it's really difficult.
Of course, thank you and good luck in your next match.
Thank you.
Now we are going to take some questions here in the room.
Awesome. Yeah. My name's Shayo from Canada. This is a question for Benji and Miniboo. So specifically, sorry for the loss again, but there were some really cool things that I still see from Heretics. Benji and Mini, there were some rounds where, Benji, your defensive play was still really good at the highs of this game for your team. And Mini, in those same rounds, you were playing really aggressively at the same time ending the round. When it comes to these really crazy clusters of rounds where there's a defensive play happening and an offensive play happening, how do you guys manage that in the communications? Is there someone leading comms to keep everyone calm, or are you guys just fragging out at your peaks?
I can start. I mean, okay, I don't want to speak do the whole question, but for me, you know, a lot of the time I have my job to do, and they like Domi has his job to do. My job, normally I'm a little bit quieter because as a Sentinel player, you're solo quite a lot of the time in certain areas, like you need to hold down places, get info. So I just call kind of when I need to, because if I start speaking way too much, if I have like Fortnite comms, then I'm just gonna flood. There's gonna be no space to speak, right? So, yeah, I think I've got my job to do. In general, I'm more quiet than Domi, just because he needs to call for utility. He wants to make plays, whereas I'm most of the time just chill. If there's somebody in my face, I'm gonna shoot them, you know. So yeah, that's kind of my part.
I mean, for the aggressive part, I'm calling the utility and the people I need around to make a play. Sometimes I just focus on my crosser if I feel that I have timing or no necessity of my team's help. So I think like I'm more vocal on the attacking side because like Benji said, he's most of the time alone and he doesn't require much utility because he has his like utility to play on.
Nice. And just one last question for Nilzinho as well. We saw a nice little funny comedic hover in the beginning of Pearl with a double walls, Viper and Harbor. You know, are we going to see any crazy things? Is there anything cooking you want to leak over? Keeping things, you know, light and hearty now for what's coming up. The crowd went nuts when we saw that hover, so we want to see the special stuff.
I think it was just because they told us that the crowd would see it, so we just trolled a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll see. We've got some stuff planned, but nothing.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Good luck. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we still have some time in the call if someone wants to ask some questions. Okay, if not, thank you, Team Heretics. We have one question for Rasur.
Sure, and this one goes back to Benji Fishy from the Valorant competitive community. What's the story behind your new hair?
There's not any crazy story, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Woot went blonde at champs, and I was like, damn, he looks pretty cool. So, and he played pretty good at champs, and other people have gone blonde and have done pretty good. So I was like, you know, why don't I try it? You know, the only major change I've had in my appearance was growing my hair out, growing my mullet. So this is the second change, going blondes, and I like it. So yeah, I don't know, for fun, to be honest. And I thought it would be just a cool idea.
Looks great, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Team Heretics, for being here with us. And well, good luck in the next match.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Ow, ow, ow.
Are you ready?
Sorry.
Guys? Okay.
Next time. Next time. No. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So uncomfortable listening. Why? What?
So,
I hear you.
can you hear me, guys?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. First of all, welcome back. And thank you for being here, PRX. First of all, thank you and congratulations for your victory.
Thank you. Our pleasure.
Now we are going to start with the next press conference. We are going to start with some questions on the call. Please raise your hand, and we are going to start with Shobi. Shobi?
Yes. Hello. First off, congratulations on your win. My name is Zobi, freelance esports commentator. My question first goes to Patman. I just wanted to know, how do you feel about and after your debut match on the international stage? And do you think joining the roster during such a high pressure time in Pacific helped take some of the nerves off in another high pressure match like this one was?
It feels great that it's my debut game international event, and we win, and the composure of team is really incredible. And for the pressure, I mean, of course, I really feel the heavy pressure, but right now is what I'm just looking is my teammates, my coach, they're all trusting me and they're all believing on me. So I think that's the most important thing that I need to think about.
Thank you. And congrats again.
Thank you so much. Next question is from Rasur.
Hi, this is a question from the Valorant competitive community on Reddit to Patman. How does it feel to be the first Filipino to attend a Masters event? And what can you say to all the Filipinos who have waited for this moment to come?
I'm the first Filipino, but also I think the second has the Filipino blood. So I think kinda we really has the talent. I think. And for all Filipino fans, thank you so much for all support, especially Filipino here in Toronto. Like I noticed a lot of Filipinos here, and they. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for all support, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Golden.
First of all, congratulations on the victory. I am Golden from G, and my question is for Forsaken. Now, we saw today that you used Astra, and you established yourself as the most flexible player of VCT, using every single agent, not everyone, and every single agent, because right now there are other agents that you haven't picked yet, like Princeton. So we're going to see in your career, for at least for this master, picking these agents like Brimstone.
Maybe for this semester, no, but in the future, for sure, if the meta has changed and the Brimstone buff, I would love to play Brimstone to add for my another agent pool. So yeah,
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Now we have a question from the community. We are going to watch a clip on this screen. We want to hear what were your thoughts about this clip. Run the video, please. What you can say about that?
I guess Alex, you're gonna answer it or GG?
I mean, if we have the opportunity, we'll do it again. Yeah, it's fun to knife. So,
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Next question is from Rabia.
Hey everyone, congratulations on the win today. This is Rabia from Esports Insider. My question goes to Alex. You guys dominated the hell out today. My question is, comparing to the previous seasons, one of the biggest differences that we have seen in the composure and is how calm the team is in especially like the tense situations. What exactly did you guys do to achieve this composure in the past few months or so?
we have a very capable performance coach. He's basically in charge of making sure that we are calm in these situations. More or less what we've been doing is like lots of meditation. We're doing different drills, things that create a routine so that we can bring to the Masters event and replicate the same thing. As you can see, I think it works.
Perfect. Thank you so much and good luck for the next game.
Thank you.
Next question is from Pedro. Pedro?
Yes, hello, hello. Hello,
Yep.
hello.
Yep.
All right. First off, congrats on the W. Congrats on the victory. And congrats moving on to the next round of the Swiss stage. I'm gonna send this one question over to Alex. I mean, we already been seeing it for some time now since the inclusion of Patman, but Mind Freak has been sitting beside you on the coaching section, either in VCT Pacific or even today in Masters Toronto. So I asked you, like, with his move over to that position, what's it been like just having to have him by his side? Has he been kind of working as like a assistant coach for you? Has he been kind of like transitioning to that phase, or what do you think? And also, like, anyone else in the can kind of chime in on what that situation is like.
Yeah, I mean, for the moment he's basically acting as an assistant coach. He does a lot of more individual things with the players. So anytime like Jason needs some specific plans or rather like some details tweaked, he goes to the player during the scrim itself and talk to them. We have some plans that he made, we didn't really use them today, but we do have like stuff that he's created. Also the fact that he's very, very experienced is invaluable for the rest of the team. Like someone that they can go to is basically their big brother, aside from Dish. So it's always good to have him around. He's still playing a lot, in the situation where I think if one of us cannot play as well as I think we can, he's there to pick up the slack, and he's acting as a six-man / assistant coach basically. Hope that answers your question.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Next question is from Adrian.
Hi guys, congrats on the win. I'm Adrian from the Spike.gg. My question's for Forsaken. The fans want to know what your gym routine is and how has that made you play better in any way?
Push pull legs.
Yeah, push pull legs. That's my basic gym routine. I guess I just do like chest, back, or like leg on like different day.
And sometimes he does German volume training on his legs. But that's his routine basically.
Flex a bit.
Flex.
Don't like that. No.
Wait.
Huh? No.
Why not? Why not?
No. Come on, guys. I flex if we get the trophy.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, looking forward to seeing that, and thank you, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Shelby.
Yes, Zoe Freelance Esports commentator. This question can go to something Jing or Davey. After the match ended, you all looked like you were truly enjoying the fan interaction, and I heard from some in-person people that the arena was largely favoring PRX. Did that surprise you, and did it help at all, considering this is the furthest most of you have traveled to compete since Champs LA? And do you have a message for any of those fans in Toronto that are supporting you?
I mean, of course, it's nice when you come to the station, you can see a lot of purple jerseys, which is the PRX jerseys. And thank you guys so much for the people who traveling to, for example, to Toronto from the home from Asia.
Yeah, David speaking. I mean, it's nice to see a lot of our fans here, you know, like it's been a while since we came for Masters, but it still feels like home, you know, like even we are far away, and it's nice to see you guys here, and hopefully we do better this time for you guys. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for me, like I'm really thankful for the fans for coming here and supporting us. I feel like no matter where we go, we always have like kind of home court advantage because you have so many fans everywhere. So like no matter where we go, we always see PRX jerseys everywhere. So I mean, I'm really happy that we have fans from all around the world, and today the fans in Toronto, they cheered so loud for us. So very happy for that, and thank you all for the support.
Thank you, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much. Now the media in the room, if you want to make some questions, go to the mics, and we are going to start with the questions in the room. Now, next question is from Chitaku.
And hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. First for all, congratulations for the win. I'm Shitaku from Universo Valorant, and my question is all the team. Did you expect a more evenly matched game, or do you feel that this result was to be expected?
I mean, we were hoping to win, but I thought like Heretics was in good form. You know, the only game they didn't play very well was against Fnatic in the finals of EMEA. So we thought that was going to be a very tough game, and I think more or less they just started slow. You know, you could see on Icebox that they can play. I mean, and I think we just got off the hot start and we rode the momentum to the end.
Okay. Thank you so much, and good luck in the next match.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question is from Rasur.
Hi, I have another question from the Valorant competitive community on Reddit. To PRX as a whole, so any player can answer. How important is a foreign ranked environment in terms of your experience traveling and preparing for these events? And are there any subtle differences in playing on the North American ladder today since when you last did in 2023?
I mean, I think it's kind of hard to compare right now because we only have like 3 days of practice and we are so busy these few days. So I probably only played like 6 or 7 ranked games, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I mean, I think in any rank, it's really fun. Like every time I play here, I have so much fun. I have so much fun when I play ranked here with like all the people in NA because they like talk a lot. So yeah, I really enjoy playing ranked in NA.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from Golden. Golden?
Yeah. Now, you can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. My question is general for anyone who wants to answer it, and is now that you are 1-0 in the Swiss stage, which team do you want to face next for your next match?
Listen, good.
Sorry?
Anyone? Or any team? I mean,
Anyone
pick
can
a,
answer.
pick a team. Maybe Fnatic. They can't. They're not in there.
They're in playoff.
In here.
Yeah.
I wanna play the
Sentinels.
Wolves. G2. G2 in.
Sentinels. I think Sentinels. gonna be banger match, I think, if we meet them.
Okay, thank you, man. Thank you for a second.
Now we have a special question for one of the fans who was here. So please say your name and make your question.
Yeah, hi. I got a question real quick. This is She's Mine from Brilliant Ranked. But I have a question for something. How have you been adjusting to like the new meta? I've seen you've been playing a lot of Yoru lately, even from like what stage 1 as well and kickoff. How have you been adjusting to like the new duelist meta?
I mean, I'm trying my best to learn Euro still, and I have some space to learn. You know, I've been doing also some mistakes, and I'm trying to fix it. But overall, I kind of like to play on Euro in terms of like you can play around, you can TP around, can do a lot of stuff with this agent, and especially in this meta when you play versus, for example, Wise. But people don't really play Wise nowadays, so but still good.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Now we have a question here from the media on site. Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing, guys? It's Ravish from like down the street. I wanted my question to Patman, actually. Patman, look, everybody, we're excited to have you here. You've been incredible so far in the tournament. Bro, everyone calls you Batman, bro. Do you even like Batman? Like, do you mess with the superhero? Do you even know who he is, bro?
I mean, of course, when I was a kid, I know Batman is, but I didn't expect that I'm going to have a nickname like that. But I think it started because of Jason and JJ, I think. They calling me Batman when I joined the WhatsApp group chat at first. That's the first thing the way they say hi to me.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's cool for me. I mean, I will let Gana do that. At least it's Batman, you know.
Glad you like that. I love that, bro. Excited for you guys. GG's. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. Nerds cast, independent freelance caster. The question is for anyone on the team. First map, phenomenal. It was awesome. Second map, a little bit more tumultuous. When it came down towards the end, dealing with some of the stuff like the A site execs, and especially Mini Boo doing a lot of chaos. How was that like? And if you can kind of talk through some of the emotions as well as the strategy to counter it.
I guess on Icebox, when we play defense, usually we didn't play like that in the scrims on the practice, so we kind of like trying something new, but when we don't need to try anything new, you know, something like that, and we also lost some of the timings, and then it become a bit more harder to play the defense, and also, I don't know, sometimes I go on A and the Heretics goes to B when I play with Op. It's like 3 or 4 times like that. But anyway, when we move to attackers, we start to play our the usual game, the way how we play on scrims and stuff. So yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Hello, my name is Shayo, also from down the street, actually right beside Ravish. Question for Alex here. The entire lower bracket run over, or just the entire run over in APAC, now you're in Toronto, up 1-0 in a style like this. Absolutely amazing. When it comes to confidence, how much does this team have confidence now? Is that going to be a little bit of a curse even, like, you know, flying too high towards the sun? How do you temper that confidence for the team and make sure they're at the right levels going into things, playing so much better like every single time?
I mean, I think it's better to be overconfident than anything else.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, we usually start very slow every year, been like this, you know, and it takes a while. Sometimes, I mean, kickoff was tough. And because of that, you know, the slow start was even longer than it should be, especially because we had to experiment a lot. I think we're in a good spot right now. I'm hoping that they keep their momentum, they keep their confidence up, because, you know, it really, really matters how confident anyone is in this game, you know. If you, I mean, I give the example like Jemkin is, I think he's feeling on top of the world right now, and you will see it when they have time to play. So I'm hoping that we can match that and we can get to the playoffs.
Awesome. You guys are on top of the solar system. Thank you, man.
Hopefully. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, congratulations on the win. It was a fantastic game to watch. My question's for Alex. When you're having such a dominant game, is there any point in which you want your team to kind of dial back that energy and stay calm, or do you prefer that they keep that energy up and continue taking fights aggressively?
I mean, we've tried a few times different things after winning a dominant first map. I think one thing that I've done before is I told them to relax a little bit more. And it turns out that the second map gets significantly harder when you do that, So I think from experience now, we want to make sure that energy is either equal or higher. We want to be just as aggressive, just as confident. Anything else, I think, usually ends up in a bad situation for us, but it might be different for other people. But
And my other questions for Forsaken. Since you play so many agents, what would your ideal agent look like if you could take different parts of agents, like for your own personal play style?
The ideal. I mean,
ideal agent based on all the other powers.
Choose like different agents and like combine the skill. Oh, I'm gonna use. Okay, I'm gonna use Yoru teleport. No. I'm gonna use Yoru alt with maybe
Extra stars, over scan.
raise Boombot with the alt. Keep spamming Boombot. And then maybe some flashes for me to come out, maybe Phoenix Flash. And one more, I will choose the smoke. Glove smoke.
Great, thank you. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Three
duelists.
Now we have the last question from the fan. So go ahead.
How do you guys feel about Toronto, and do you guys eat poutine yet?
We haven't tried poutine
Yeah,
yet, but we're gonna
it's supposed to be
try
tonight's dish.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know tomorrow. But
Hope you guys feel good.
yeah, I think Toronto is
Yeah.
very, very beautiful.
Yes.
It's one of the when we came here, the first thing we thought was like, holy cow, this place is green and beautiful and a lot of space, and the air is clean, and that's like, oh, it's a very different experience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, PRX, for being here, and good luck in your next match.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we go somewhere else?